As Lin Dong and his companions returned triumphantly, Thunder Abyss Mountain was alive with excitement. The events that had unfolded in the Relics mountain range had stirred even the oldest and most seasoned warriors with passion. Who could have imagined that Thunder Abyss Mountain, not considered the top in the beast combat domain, would seize the crown and leave the 3 demon commanders without a single grievance? This achievement filled everyone in Thunder Abyss Mountain with an undeniable pride, something that was never possible under Su Zhong's leadership. Back then, they had to bow to Blood Dragon Hall. Though submitting to stronger forces wasn't shameful, nobody likes being looked down upon. Everyone in Thunder Abyss Mountain understood that their status in the beast combat domain would undoubtedly surpass the 3 strongest powers of Blood Dragon Hall, making them the most dazzling existence. No one in the beast combat domain would dare to provoke Thunder Abyss Mountain any longer. In the past, some strong members of Thunder Abyss Mountain might have had reservations about the change of leadership, but now, they truly respected and revered the new demon commander. They believed that under the new demon commander and the enigmatic young leader, Thunder Abyss Mountain's fame would resound throughout the demon realm. On a mountain peak, Lin Dong gazed at the lively and bustling Thunder Abyss Mountain and exhaled softly. When he faced the 3 demon commanders, he thought they would abandon Thunder Abyss Mountain, but he never expected the situation to evolve this way. It seems you've had quite the eventful year. The chaotic Devil Sea is an interesting place. I spent some time there myself back in the day. A voice with amusement came from behind. Lin Dong turned around to see little Mink lazily lounging on a green rock, holding a wine jug, and next to him stood the towering, muscular little Yin. It certainly is interesting, Lin Dong mused. After he woke up on Mystical Spirit Island, he went through a lot before gaining a notable reputation in the chaotic Devil Sea, experiencing countless near-death situations only he truly understood. Lord Mink was a bit unlucky, came back to the demon realm severely wounded, but thanks to contacting our clan, they eventually came and took me back. I only came out of seclusion 10 days ago, little Mink said, sipping his wine, and then chuckled. I thought I'd never see you two again. We have tough luck. We're not that easy to kill, little Yin chuckled, scratching his head, his demeanor no longer the fierce one shown before Thunder Abyss Mountain's officers. Little Mink laughed, flicking his fingers on the wine jug, murmuring, those 3 old dogs, they really were ruthless. The air on the mountain peak seemed to freeze at that moment. The once smiling faces of the 3 turned stern with a chilling intensity, the events in Demon King City remaining a sharp thorn in their hearts. In some sense, Lin Dong and his brothers had their pride, but in Demon King City, they were pursued like dogs, forcing them to flee the Eastern Mystery region. Lin Dong was even compelled to leave Dao's sect. If Lord Mink was the current leader of the Heavenly Demon Mink clan, I'd charge back to the Eastern Mystery region and slaughter those 3 old dogs. Little Mink scoffed, a bone-chilling killing intent brewing in his eyes. No rush, Lin Dong smiled, sitting down on a rock beside him. I waited years to kill Lin Langtian. What's another year? The Heavenly Demon Mink clan's strength was formidable, but the distance from the Eastern Mystery region was vast, and a large-scale invasion could easily provoke retaliation from those major native sects. Remember what I said to those 3 old dogs when we left? Lin Dong turned, looking at little Mink and little Yin, his smile ice-cold. I said, the day my brothers and I return to the Eastern Mystery region will be the day the Yuan sect is annihilated. I have a feeling that day isn't far off. Lin Dong took the wine jug from little Mink, took a swig, and felt a warmth spread through his body. He looked towards the distant east, his gaze deep, and within the depths of his eyes lay a hidden sense of nostalgia and longing. In the Dao sect, he had his brothers. There was also a warm-hearted but headstrong girl who once played the melody for him and was even willing to risk her life to force out Xianzi to ensure his safety. In that vast land, he couldn't forget the cool and elegant lady. Whether Lin Dong admitted it or not, he knew deep in his heart that leaving the great Yin dynasty was, in part, because he wanted to pursue the fleeting elegance that had once shone like a snow lotus in his life. Further away, there was a girl who used to follow him like a shadow. He wasn't sure how she fared now in the dark palace. He had promised to stand in front of her, shielding her from all storms, allowing her to be as happy as before. Who? Lin Dong exhaled a puff of white air, a gentle and confident smile slowly appearing on his lips. Just wait, soon. I'll be back. 3 days passed in the blink of an eye, but meanwhile, Thunder Abyss Mountain was bustling with activity. Leaders from various factions flocked there. Even those who used to contemplate breaking free from its control returned, expressing their loyalty in various ways. After the events in the Divine Relics Mountains, Thunder Abyss Mountain's reputation in the beast combat domain had clearly reached an astonishing level. Lin Dong entrusted these matters to Little Yin. With the help of Chen Tong and others, Little Yin could likely exercise full control over Thunder Abyss Mountain. Little Yin's innate fierceness was essential in becoming the master of a demon realm power. In a place where survival depended on the law of the jungle, absolute control under pressure was true dominion. With the acquisition of Xintian Palace, Lin Dong's collection of relics of the ancients had reached an astonishing level. Although ordinary relics might not catch his eye, for many strong practitioners, they were immensely coveted treasures. Upon returning to Thunder Abyss Mountain, he kept his promises, and all the generals received a fine relic, which excited Chen Tong and others greatly. Furthermore, Lin Dong carefully selected a batch of relics to equip the Tiger Devourer army. Once equipped, their combat power would reach an incredible level. In conjunction with Little Yin, they could undoubtedly rival a practitioner at the revolution stage. Thunder Abyss Mountain was a venture the three brothers managed together, intended to play a crucial role when they returned to the Eastern Mystery region. However, the current strength of Thunder Abyss Mountain hadn't reached that level yet. Its present prestige could accelerate expansion, and the allure of relics would attract many esteemed practitioners to join. Once they entered Thunder Abyss Mountain, Little Yin surely had the means to make them loyal. With this expansion, the strength of Thunder Abyss Mountain would soon leap forward, becoming a powerful card for Lin Dong and his companions upon their return to the Eastern Mystery region. Are you really going to join the Dragon Clan on your own? In front of a great hall on Thunder Abyss Mountain, Little Mink frowned at Lin Dong. Today marked the day of his departure. Don't worry, the Dragon Clan wouldn't need such tactics if they meant me harm, Lin Dong smiled. Besides, once I'm gone, Little Yin will need your assistance. All right, I'll help for a while. Little Mink nodded. After that, I must return to the Heavenly Demon Mink clan. I was once the most promising candidate to become the next clan leader. However, after disappearing for so many years, some of those I once suppressed are getting restless. But taking what's mine won't be easy. A fierce look flashed across Little Mink's handsome face, clearly angered by those coveting his position. When I return from the Dragon Clan, I'll go to the Heavenly Demon Mink clan to assist you, Lin Dong said with a furrowed brow, understanding that Little Mink was facing some tough issues there. Rest assured, if I need help, I won't hesitate to ask, Little Mink nodded. They were no longer as weak as they once were. Lin Dong smiled faintly, about to speak when his expression shifted. He looked up, hearing the rapid sound of something slicing through the air. Two light figures tore through space almost instantly, appearing above like spectral flashes, revealing themselves to be Duan Tao and his companion. Ready, Lin Dong? Duan Tao asked with a smile. Let's go, Brother Duan Tao, Lin Dong nodded, anticipation gleaming in his dark eyes. He was very curious about the Dragon Clan, one of the 4 dominant clans. In the northern part of the demon realm, a vast, endless wilderness spread out. Mountain ranges looked like giant dragons lying prostrate, while ancient forests stood tall with towering ancient trees, each resembling a small mountain, their sprawling branches covering an area for nearly hundreds of feet around. The air was thick with an aura of untamed wilderness. Occasionally, beastly roars echoed across the land, filled with an untamed ferocity. This wildland was known as the Dragon Domain, one of the few areas in the demon realm that had remained unchanged since ancient times. The land was full of natural treasures, but few dared to seek them out because this was Dragon Clan territory. As one of the 4 remaining dominant clans of the demonic beasts, the Dragon Clan clearly sat atop the hierarchy. Few dared to act recklessly within their domain across the entire demon realm. With a hum, the space above the wilderness twisted suddenly, forming a spatial vortex. 3 figures emerged, and upon closer inspection, They were Lin Dong, Duan Tao, and his companion traveling to meet the Dragon Clan from the Beast Combat Domain. Originally, the distance between the two regions was vast, but fortunately, with Duan Tao's level of power, he could construct spatial transfers, saving countless time and effort on the journey. The primordial energy here is so dense. Lin Dong remarked upon exiting the spatial vortex. He surveyed the land, surprise flashing in his eyes. The energy here was several times richer than in the Beast Combat Domain, promising twice the results with half the effort when cultivating in such a place. This area is only accessible to the Dragon Clan and their friends, Duan Tao explained with a chuckle. Within 100 miles around, no other race is allowed. Lin Dong grinned. The Dragon Clan appeared quite domineering, claiming land as their own. But with their strength, such dominance was understandable as power held sway even over rules. Let's move, Lin Dong. The Dragon Clan is at the center of the Dragon Domain. We'll reach there soon, Duan Tao smiled. Upon seeing Lin Dong nod, he took the lead, guiding the way. The rest of the journey didn't take long. Within an hour, they had delved deep into the Dragon Domain. The deeper they went, the denser the energy became, eventually so thick the air turned almost moist, a phenomenon occurring only when energy reached such levels. Lin Dong was amazed, his eyes drawn ahead. There, the space showed signs of distortion, like an invisible barrier separating the inside from the outside. Though invisible, Lin Dong could clearly perceive an incredibly powerful formation ahead, one so strong it frightened even him. If his guess was correct, this was the Dragon Clan's protective formation, a force capable of world-shattering destruction. Hold on a moment while I activate the formation, Duan Tao said with a smile. He clenched his hand, and a radiant Dragon Clan totem formed, resembling a miniature dragon emanating vitality and a palpable aura of authority. Roar! The totem dragon let out a cry before turning into a streak of light, shooting into the invisible barrier. The space twisted slowly. A rift opened quietly. As the rift opened, a near-tangible wave of primordial energy burst forth like a released tiger, carrying inaudible roars spreading outward. Lin Dong was astounded. How dense was this energy to cause such a spectacle? Let's go! Duan Tao stepped forward, entering the rift. As Lin Dong's body passed through the spatial rift, he felt his vision blur. Then, the scenery ahead abruptly changed. But before he could take in his surroundings, he felt a sudden heaviness, as if his body was forcefully pressed down by several dozen yards. What? Primordial energy circulated within Lin Dong, stabilizing his body. A look of astonishment crossed his face. The density of the primordial energy within the Dragon Domain was so intense that it affected his speed. Reflecting on this, Lin Dong raised his head, his eyes filled with curiosity as he surveyed the Dragon Domain's stronghold. It was an endless expanse of lush greenery. Towering ancient trees rose tens of thousands of yards high, with ancient patterns etched into their trunks. What amazed Lin Dong the most was how these trees, like pillars supporting the heavens, seemed to breathe in and out the primordial energy around them. These are primordial trees, ancient divine trees with the ability to produce primordial energy. They can create vast and pure energy by absorbing just a small amount. This continuous cycle of absorption and production makes them inexhaustible, Duan Tao explained upon seeing Lin Dong's shock. Primordial trees. Lin Dong licked his lips in disbelief. This was truly something extraordinary. Back at the Dao sect, the mere seed of an immortal essence ancient tree had caused such excitement. Yet, in comparison, these primordial trees were far superior. Here, their number was astonishingly high, explaining the abundance of torrential primordial energy in the Dragon Domain. The skies of this vast land were crossed by endless rivers of light flowing through the heavens, roaring as they surged. In the distance, faint dragon roars could be heard, and shadows of enormous figures could be seen frolicking in the Pill River. Above, a massive barrier of light enveloped everything, inscribed with esoteric runes. Together, the runes formed the colossal image of a dragon nearly 10,000 yards long. What a formidable formation! Even a single glance at this formation left Lin Dong's heart racing. He understood that this was the Dragon Clan's protective array, the Grand Void Divine Array. Its power was such that it could annihilate strong practitioners at the Revolution stage, and even those at the Reincarnation stage would not dare underestimate it. This is the protective formation of the Dragon Clan, known as the Grand Void Divine Array. During the Ancient War, 3 alien demon kings led armies against it, but were all slain by this formation. Duan Tao said softly, looking up at the vast formation with a hint of respect in his eyes. Lin Dong's heart trembled slightly. Although he expected the formation to be powerful, he hadn't imagined it to be this terrifying. There's no need to be surprised. The Grand Void Divine Array wasn't created by the Dragon Clan. As Lin Dong stood shocked, Yan's voice suddenly sounded in his mind. Not created by the Dragon Clan? Lin Dong was taken aback. It belonged to my master and was later given to the Dragon Clan, Yan replied nonchalantly. I see. Lin Dong realized it was the handiwork of that supreme figure, which explained its frightening power. The ancient cosmic formation you hold, if fully activated, isn't much weaker than this Grand Void Divine Array. But you only possess the formation itself. If you had the array disk, it would be truly formidable, Yin remarked with a touch of regret. Array disk? The ancient cosmic formation was created by my master after years of study. Besides your formation, there is also an array disk, the most crucial component. Unfortunately, after my master's demise, the array disk's whereabouts became unknown. Lin Dong clicked his tongue, understanding just how formidable the ancestral talisman master had been. No wonder he could withstand even the alien demon tribe's onslaught. Lin Dong, please follow me into the clan, Duan Tao said, smiling, then swiftly led the way. Lin Dong glanced around before following closely. As they flew through the sky, ancient mountain ranges loomed below, exuding an aura as timeless as eternity. Dragons frequently soared through the skies, their wings creating thunderous sounds as they stirred the air. Truly a magnificent sight. With Duan Tao guiding him, Lin Dong moved unobstructed and soon saw majestic palaces and stone towers standing proudly in the distance, exuding a grand and imposing aura. As Lin Dong approached this region, his gaze sharpened, focusing on the ground below where he vaguely detected wisps of black aura entwined. The sinister energy was something he was extremely familiar with, alien demon energy. At this moment, the 2 ancestral talismans within Lin Dong suddenly emitted a humming sound, startling him. Such reactions only occurred when encountering other ancestral talismans or something deeply connected to them. Could there really be another ancestral talisman beneath the Dragon Clan? Whoosh! As Lin Dong pondered this, a sudden sound of wind breaking came from below. A dozen or so figures swiftly approached and halted in front of Duan Tao. Uncle Duan, you're back? Leading the group was a slender young girl dressed in a form-fitting black outfit that accentuated her lithe curves. Her ponytail draped down to her shapely waist and hips. Her pretty face was striking, though her large eyes held a wild, untamed glint. Hee, it's little Exine. Duan Tao smiled at the girl, then pointed at Lin Dong behind him. This is Lin Dong, whom Senior Qingji mentioned. He's here to help solve our Dragon Clan's troubles. Upon hearing his words, the gathered individuals looked curiously at Lin Dong. Their interest piqued as they had no doubt heard his name before. So you're Lin Dong? Little Xian's large eyes scrutinized Lin Dong, and she quipped, doesn't seem as impressive as Teacher Qingji said. Lin Dong touched his nose with a faint smile. From her words, he sensed a hint of animosity, tinged with a strange mix of jealousy. Considering how she referred to Qingji, he guessed the reason. Duan Tao felt a bit awkward at the girl's comment, then sternly said, mind your manners. He's only at the minor completion of the death mystique stage. How can he solve our problem? She countered, turning her head defiantly. The issue with the alien demons can't be resolved by strength alone. Otherwise, wouldn't the Dragon Clan's power be enough? Lin Dong replied casually. His nature over the years prevented him from being annoyed by the young girl's skepticism, yet his calm words inadvertently silenced her. I hope you can. Her lips tightened, and despite hoping Lin Dong could indeed solve their crisis, Her words remained stubborn due to certain underlying reasons. With her piece said, she turned and left abruptly. Hee, don't mind her, Brother Lindong. The young lass simply adores Lord Qingji, who once guided her cultivation. Yet, as you know, Lord Qingji has high standards. Though this girl is exceptionally gifted, she never gained his full praise. Her stubborn nature drives her to endure grueling training to earn his recognition. When Lord Qingji recently praised you, it's likely she grew envious, Duan Tao explained with a shrug as he watched the girl leave. Lindong nodded, unfazed. He noted that despite her young age, her strength seemed formidable, likely reaching the pinnacle of the death mystique stage, comparable to Little Yin. Such talent was indeed remarkable. Lord Qingji's reserve and praise might be due to her already high starting point. Let's go, Brother Lindong. I've informed the clan leader of your arrival, and he wishes to see you immediately, Duan Tao said with a smile. All right. Lindong nodded, surprised by the Dragon Clan's urgency. It appeared their problem was larger than anticipated. Duan Tao led the way, and as Lindong followed him into the Dragon Clan's territory, he sensed powerful yet concealed presences everywhere. From time to time, formless waves passed over him, making his skin tingle. Lindong knew these must be the clan's powerhouses observing him. No doubt, the Dragon Clan is full of hidden talents. Lindong thought to himself, impressed by the formidable auras he detected. He knew that these ancient clans, passed down through the ages, held unfathomable reserves of power. The four dominant clans Lindong and his companions swept over a series of ancient and peculiar stone towers. After about 10 minutes, an ancient stone hall appeared in their sight. Upon seeing it, Duan Tao composed himself and descended. Outside the stone hall, Lindong noticed a group of figures. A concealed, thunderous aura akin to a stirring in a cloud quietly emanated from within them. Lindong's eyes slightly narrowed, and his expression turned solemn. He knew these must be the true high-ranking elders of the Dragon Clan. The two landed before the stone hall. Lindong looked up to see several elderly individuals, their faces marked with deep wrinkles. Despite their apparent age, an intimidating power lay beneath their frail appearances. At the forefront was a robust middle-aged man clad in plain sackcloth, not particularly striking at first glance, perhaps easily overlooked. However, Lindong knew this man was the most formidable presence among them, as the danger sensed from him was no less than that of Qingji. It was clear that within the Dragon Clan, possessing such strength and status could only belong to the legendary Dragon Clan leader. Duan Tao greets the clan leader. Duan Tao respectfully bowed to the man. Hee, thank you for your trouble on this journey, the middle-aged man smiled. He carried none of the oppressive aura typically associated with a Dragon Clan powerhouse. Yet, a close look at his peculiar golden pupils revealed a vast, inscrutable depth. This intangible, yet world-shaking, aura was the terrifying aspect of this Dragon Clan leader. I presume you are Lindong, as Qingji mentioned? The man's golden eyes turned to Lindong. Under his gaze, Lindong felt his primordial energy slow, and his two ancestral talismans stirred slightly, reacting to the intense external pressure. Lindong greets the elder. Lindong suppressed his inner turmoil. Having encountered many formidable beings over the years, he remained composed, his voice steady and respectful. Hee, young friend, you have an extraordinary demeanor. No wonder even Qingji speaks highly of you. The man smiled, a trace of appreciation playing at the corners of his lips, clearly pleased with Lindong's comportment. A dissenting sound came from the side. Lindong glanced over and saw the black-clad girl he had met earlier standing beside the Dragon Clan leader. Her slight pout indicated her disagreement with his admiration. Her presence here suggested her status in the Dragon Clan was quite significant as well. I am Yuan Qian, the Dragon Clan leader, and these are the elders. The man introduced himself with a smile to Lindong. Junior greets leader Yuan Qian and the elders. Lindong nodded and respectfully saluted the elders, despite their advanced age. Hee, young friend, no need for formality. We invite you to the Dragon Clan because we seek your help. To Yuan Qian's left, an elder with white hair and beard smiled, his eyes sharp despite seeming clouded. He glanced over Lin Dong and slightly lowered his gaze, lost in thought. Do you know why we've asked you to the Dragon Clan? Yuan Qian asked with a smile. Is it because of the alien demon? I sense its aura seeping from beneath this land, Lin Dong replied softly. At his words, Yuan Qian's golden eyes narrowed slightly, and the expressionless Dragon Clan elders were finally intrigued by this seemingly unremarkable young man. You can sense the alien demon aura here? There are layers of formations to conceal and suppress it, Yuan Qian remarked, surprised. It seems there's a flaw in the Dragon Clan suppression. The alien demon aura is extremely corrosive. At this rate, it might fully break through in a few years, threatening Dragon Domain with destruction, Lin Dong noted. Having dealt with alien demon aura extensively, combined with the sensitivity of the Ancestral Stone and 2 Ancestral Talismans within him, he could easily discern issues related to the alien demon. No wonder Qingji recommended you. Yuan Qian sighed, understanding why Qingji had recommended a young man who appeared less powerful to resolve the Dragon Clan's significant problem. Beside him, the black-clad girl's eyes also glanced at Lin Dong. After all, she felt nothing of what Lin Dong described, yet she knew clearly that he was telling the truth. Indeed, there are considerable issues under the Dragon Domain. But for the exact situation, little friend Lin Dong, you should come with us and see for yourself. As Yuan Qian's voice faded, he waved his sleeve, causing a light formation to rise from the ground beneath them. The surrounding space warped, and with a swish, everyone was enveloped and vanished. The dizziness of the spatial transfer lasted only a moment in Lin Dong's mind before dissipating. He immediately opened his eyes, and the usually calm expression on his face turned to one of shock at the scene before him. It was a vast ocean of black fog, seemingly endless and formed entirely of alien demon chi. The black mist roiled, emitting various piercing screams. The alien demon chi coalesced into thousands of giant black serpents, furiously surging upward. However, as the alien demon chi ascended, golden light appeared above, revealing an immense golden formation. Within the array, a tremendous force surged, suppressing the alien demon chi back down. Yet, with each clash, the golden formation dimmed slightly. What a massive amount of alien demon chi! Lin Dong murmured, a shiver running down his spine. This was the first time he had encountered such an astonishing concentration of alien demon chi, far surpassing that of the alien demon king. What exactly is being suppressed under the Dragon Domain that results in such terrifying alien demon chi? Lin Dong asked Yuan Qian, visibly shaken. Yuan Qian was silent for a moment before giving a wry smile and softly saying, in the ancient world war, due to the Ancestral Talisman Master's efforts, the humans barely won. Many alien demons were suppressed and sealed. Among these, the 3 most significant locations we call the demon-suppressing prisons. Simply put, they are prisons designed to suppress and annihilate them. And beneath our Dragon Domain is one of those 3 prisons. Countless alien demons are suppressed here, including more than 10 alien demon kings. 10 alien demon kings. Lin Dong's heart pounded fiercely at this revelation. Even beneath the Great Wilderness Monument, there is only 1 alien demon king suppressed, and that already put the monument at risk of corruption. Yet here, the number exceeded that by more than 10-fold. Originally, our Dragon Clan used the power of our dragon veins to form a great array that perfectly suppressed this demon-suppressing prison. But a century ago, when I attempted to break through to the reincarnation stage, I drew upon the power of the dragon veins, causing a flaw in the formation. The alien demon chi took advantage of this, and though we have struggled to contain it, the alien demon chi is proving difficult to manage, and our suppression is gradually losing its effectiveness. Yuan Qian gave a bitter smile, then looked at Lin Dong, saying, that's why we've invited you here, hoping you could help us suppress this demon-suppressing prison. Lin Dong pressed his lips together, gazing at the ground covered in overwhelming demonic energy. After a long time, he sighed softly and shook his head. I'm sorry. The alien demon chi here goes beyond what I can handle, so I'm afraid I can't do anything about it. Lin Dong indeed wished to help the Dragon Clan with this problem, as it would allow him to request entry into the ancient dragon transformation pool. But unfortunately, this was beyond his ability to resolve, even though he possessed the Ancestral Stone and the 2 Ancestral Talismans. This was, after all, one of the 3 major demon-suppressing prisons in the world, containing the largest number of suppressed alien demons. Did they truly believe he could defy fate itself? Upon hearing Lin Dong's words, Yuan Qian and the others' expressions turned somber. Yuan Qian gave a wry smile. Can't little friend Lin Dong think of any solution? Since Qingji recommended you, surely there's a reason. Lin Dong also gave a wry smile, sighed, and pointed to the vast, boundless sea of demonic energy, saying, the alien demon chi here has reached an extremely terrifying level. Although I have some means, I am only at minor completion of the death mystique stage. Your Dragon Clan suppression formation is already incredibly powerful, but if even that can't hold the ground, what can I do? Lin Dong's words were indeed the truth. The situation before him had surpassed his capabilities. The suppression formation above, which the Dragon Clan had painstakingly constructed, wielded formidable power. But even so, if it couldn't contain the threat, what else could he do? Yuan Qian and the others realized the truth in Lin Dong's words, and the mood became somber. The elders' faces showed anxiety because if the situation got out of control, the Dragon Clan would suffer great losses and might even be forced to abandon their breeding grounds. Hey, doesn't Teacher Qingji have high regard for you? You can't be this helpless, the black-clad young girl said, biting her lip. After a pause, she added, you wouldn't refuse to help just because I spoke harshly earlier, would you? Although the young girl was stubborn, she understood the gravity of the situation. With matters concerning the entire Dragon Clan at hand, she wouldn't dare act recklessly. I'm not that petty. Lin Dong smiled, then shook his head slightly. I really am powerless here. Yuan Qian and the others fell silent, clearly burdened, and Lin Dong too, feeling helpless, turned to gaze at the terrifying sea of demonic aura before him. What you're seeing now, this demonic aura, is only a fraction that has seeped out from the demon-suppressing prison. Yan's voice suddenly echoed in Lin Dong's mind. Only a fraction? Lin Dong was startled, then smiled wryly to himself. It seemed he truly couldn't help. He could scarcely imagine the scale of terror if all the demonic aura within the demon-suppressing prison were released. Such creatures were certainly a headache. Indeed, your strength alone can't resolve this issue, Yin went on. However, he paused briefly before continuing, so you need to leverage other powers. Other powers? You mean the Dragon Clan? Lin Dong was taken aback. No, while the Dragon Clan is strong, they're ineffective against the demon-suppressing prison. The power you need is within that prison itself, Yin replied. What do you mean? Lin Dong furrowed his brow. Have you not felt a familiar aura since coming here? A familiar aura? Lin Dong paused, then nodded slightly. Since arriving, he indeed sensed a subtle, familiar vibration. Something akin to an ancestral talisman, yet not quite, with an added touch of familiarity. What is it? Lin Dong asked, puzzled. It's something linked to an ancestral talisman, more precisely, a connection to the Dark Ancestral Talisman. Dark Ancestral Talisman? Lin Dong was surprised and then puzzled. He recalled the Dark Ancestral Talisman was supposedly in the possession of the Dark Lord. Even Qing Tan had a replica. Why would it appear here? I said it's related to the Dark Ancestral Talisman. It doesn't mean it is exactly the talisman. The demon-suppressing prison has been able to hold for so many years because of her presence, Yin explained calmly. Her? Lin Dong's pupils contracted, and he inhaled sharply. Could it be the Dark Lord? It seemed unimaginable. Who else, besides the ancient Dark Lord, could have the power linked with the Dark Ancestral Talisman and suppress the demon-suppressing prison's terrifying aura? Yes, though it's unclear if she's currently in slumber, but regardless, resolving the Dragon Clan's predicament requires her help, Yin stated. Lin Dong looked over the raging sea of demonic aura, giving a dry laugh. You don't expect me to go find her, do you? He fell silent as Yin did not respond, causing Lin Dong's mouth to twitch. Was Yin serious? You're trying to get me killed? Lin Dong said, exasperated. Even a powerhouse at the reincarnation stage wouldn't dare venture into this sea, let alone him. Why not send Yuan Qian? With his reincarnation stage power, he won't fear the demonic aura's corrosion too much. Yuan Qian doesn't have an ancestral talisman. He can't detect the Dark Lord's location. Besides, he's needed here to oversee and prevent any magic leak. Yin chuckled, a hint of schadenfreude in his voice, which made Lin Dong want to turn and run. This task was perilous. The demon-suppressing prison holds numerous alien demons, slated to be gradually annihilated over time. Any lapse now would undo all progress, and not just the Dragon Clan but talisman bearers like you would be the first in line for trouble, Yin noted calmly. So you're saying I must go down there? Lin Dong gritted his teeth, not expecting to find himself roped into this. Pretty much. Consider it yourself. Though the demon-suppressing prison is fearsome, you have the ancestral talisman and my protection. So you needn't worry about the demonic aura. Yin fell silent again, waiting for Lin Dong's decision. Damn it! Lin Dong cursed inwardly, overcome with a sudden urge to swear. Lin Dong, what's wrong? Yuan Qian, seeing Lin Dong's changing expression, asked with concern. Lin Dong exhaled, staring at the magical sea, then forced a wry smile. Clan leader Yuan, there might be a solution to this problem. Oh? You have a solution, Lin Dong? Chief Yuan Qian, beneath the demon-suppressing prison, is there a significant figure residing there? Lin Dong asked softly, pointing towards the sea of demonic energy. Hearing this, Yuan Qian hesitated briefly, then nodded. There is indeed a significant figure, although I am uncertain who it is. I can only faintly sense its presence. Yuan Qian was quite surprised that Lin Dong knew this information. Even he had only vaguely learned of it when he became the chief of the Dragon Clan, and the slight sensing of the presence only came to him upon reaching the reincarnation stage. To resolve the current troubles of the Dragon Clan, I have to go down and find that senior, Lin Dong said, feeling somewhat helpless. Go down? Upon hearing this, Yuan Qian and the others were shocked, knowing well the terrifying demonic energy within the demon-suppressing prison. Even with Yuan Qian's strength, he had to be extremely cautious inside. Going down there seemed akin to courting death for Lin Dong. Don't worry, I have my methods. If I can't find that senior, then your Dragon Clan's problem indeed cannot be solved. Lin Dong reassured with a nod. Seeing this, Yuan Qian pondered slightly, then clenched his hand, producing a dragon scale which he handed to Lin Dong. If you encounter danger down there, crush this, and I'll immediately come to rescue you. Lin Dong accepted it without ceremony, knowing the task ahead was indeed perilous and a layer of protection wouldn't hurt. If our Dragon Clan's issue is resolved this time, you will be our benefactor, Yuan Qian said solemnly. Several elders beside him nodded in agreement, and a young lady in black hesitated to speak but ultimately didn't, though the animosity in her gaze had significantly dissipated. Lin Dong nodded slightly, feeling somewhat balanced internally. Undertaking such a risky endeavor to earn favor must be worthwhile, and perhaps the ancient dragon transformation pool, no matter how precious, would be accessible to him, right? I'll set off now. Having made up his mind, Lin Dong did not delay. He clasped his hands to Yuan Qian and the others, took a deep breath, and focused his mind. Black and lightning auras surged from within him, forming a protective shield around his body where two ancient runes slowly moved, emitting an astonishing ripple. Is that the devouring ancestral talisman and the thunder ancestral talisman? Witnessing this, Yuan Qian and the others were shocked, their gazes fixed on Lin Dong with peculiar intensity. Only now did they fully understand why Qing Qi had entrusted Lin Dong with resolving the Dragon Clan's issue. It turned out that this guy possessed two ancestral talismans. Our young friend is indeed extraordinary, Yuan Qian remarked in amazement. He knew well the power of the ancestral talismans, and encountering someone harboring two in one body was unprecedented for him. I'll be off then. Lin Dong smiled, without offering much explanation. He clasped his hands towards the crowd, then fixed his gaze on the sea of demonic energy, gritted his teeth, and with a flash, turned into a ray of light that darted into the demonic sea, which then surged, instantly obscuring his figure. No wonder Lord Qing Qi values him so much, one elder remarked as he watched the churning demonic sea. For an ordinary person, gaining the recognition of even one ancestral talisman is challenging, Yet he has obtained two. That's not a feat the average person can accomplish. The others nodded in agreement, while Yuan Qian stood with his hands behind his back, his gaze fixed on the demonic sea as he muttered, I hope he truly can resolve our dragon clan's problem, otherwise it will be quite the disaster for us. Chief, are there other entities within the demon-suppressing prison? An elder asked with a frown, puzzled over information they weren't privy to. Yes. Yuan Qian nodded lightly. It seems to be a significant figure from ancient times who has somehow survived till now, but I'm not sure exactly who.